Good morning, students. I hope you all are well and fine at home. So, here I am with my lecture number 31 of Commercial Studies, class ninth. Students, in this video, I shall be explaining you chapter number 9 Public Sector Enterprises. So, in my previous video, I have discussed the arguments of public sector enterprises, and we have also started the various forms of the public enterprises. We have discussed that there are three forms of the public enterprises: departmental undertakings, statutory public corporations, and the government companies. You need to learn the names of these forms of public sector enterprises. Just in my previous video, I have already explained the meaning of departmental undertakings and also mentioned its features. So let's start with our topic number 1 of this video, that is statutory meaning of statutory or public corporations. See, a public corporation is a body corporate set up under a special act of the parliament or of the state legislature. So, any organization which is set up under a special act, or you can say a law which is established by the law, that is that will be called as statutory or public corporation. So, a public corporation is a body corporate set up under a special act of the parliament. Special act can be a law passed or of the state legislature. It is known as statutory corporation because it is created by the statute. The meaning of statute here is law, because certain law is required to establish such corporation, and hence it is known as statutory or public corporation. Don't get confused with the name. The question can come in either what mean the meaning of statutory corporation, or it can come in the form of defined public corporation. So student, don't get confused. The answer will be same for both the terms. So I hope so the meaning is clear to you. Any organization which is set up according to some special law or statute is known as statutory corporation. Let's proceed to our next topic, that is features of public corporation. Um, for every forms of the public enterprises, you need to learn only the meaning as well as only features, and rest merits and demerits no need to learn because uh, they are not present in your syllabus right now. So features, talking about features of public corporation. Firstly, it is established under a special statute. Firstly, it is established according to a special statute or law, you can say. Then the second one is the corporation is wholly owned by the government. The public corporation or the statutory corporation is fully owned by the either central government or state government. No private businessman, no private individuals participate in that. And the third one is the main object of this corporation is to serve the people, is to provide the services to the people. Their main aim is not to earn the profits but to provide the services to the people. So there are three features mentioned here. You can learn any two features whichever you want. The meaning should be clear, and the two features should be clear to you. So I hope the topic is clear to you. Next, come to our next topic, that is meaning of government companies. Now, what is a government company? A government company is a company in which not less than 51% of the paid up share capital is held by central or state government or jointly by both of them. So a company in which by just in which at least 51% of the share capital is owned by the, you know, central government or the state government, then only a company will be known as a government company. So in which a company in which the shares, just at least 51% of the shares are held by either central government or state government, or it can be jointly owned by both of them, so that company is known as a government company. So remember the percentage. And if a government company is, if the government is holding, less than 51%, so that company will not be known as a government company. For becoming a government company, it must hold at least 51% of the shares, total shares. So I hope the meaning is clear to you. Next topic is features of government companies. Now, what are the features? First feature is it is registered under the Companies Act 1956. So, government companies is established under the Companies Act 1956. So now it will not be 19 because government company established. Companies Act, first Companies Act was passed in 1956, and after that it was amended and it was revised and it was passed again in 2013. So a new Companies Act is passed, but the original act, that was 1956, have formed the government companies. According to Companies Act 1956, all the government companies were formed. Next feature is government holds 51% of the share capital. Government hold at least 51% of the share capital, not less than 51%. And it enjoys separate legal entity, means the owners and the company are regarded as different things. And suppose if the company suffers a loss, then the members will not be liable, they will be liable only to the extent to which they are holding the shares, means they will be liable only to that amount of which their share value is, and beyond this share value they will not be liable. Suppose if a one person is there, he is holding the shares of 1,000 rupees, so that person is liable only for rupees 1,000 shares, and beyond that he is not liable for anything. So that means a separate legal entity. So I hope the topic is clear to you. And next comes the last topic of this video, that is difference between public and private enterprise. It's very important, and you need to learn at least 3 points for this. So talking about first public enterprise. Firstly, owner. Who is the owner of public enterprise? They are owned by either central government or it can be state government. While in private enterprise, it is owned by a private businessman. They are owned by the private businessman. Now, second point is object. Now, what is the object of forming a public enterprise? The main objective of public enterprise is to provide the services to the people. Their main aim is not to earn the profits but to provide the services to the common people. Services can be in the form of constructing roads, dams, bridges, providing the facilities of health, education, medical facilities, and etc. Profits. Then third one is your managed. They are managed by the government people. Public enterprise is managed by the government people, while the private enterprise, they are managed by the private owners, means the private individuals. And the last one is your example. Just for the public enterprise, there's one example, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited. You can write any other example also. And for the private enterprise, the example is Reliance Industries Limited. So for this you have to learn at least 3 points, and I have mentioned 4 points. You can learn any 3 points. So that was the end of this video. Hope you have got all the topics which I have covered in this video, and from the next video I am going to start a very new and fresh chapter for you all. So keep on studying, students, and thank you for watching.